Grit is in you. It's in your passion, your perseverance. It's in every challenge you face and overcome. Grit is in you. It's never in rockin' protein. Never settle.
Psst. Hey besties, listen up. I have a secret to tell you. LinkedIn now has improved the job search experience for nurses. Search by your specialty, the shifts you want to work, and the salary that you want to make. With so many employers hiring on LinkedIn, finding the perfect job is even more simplified. So don't spend months searching. Go to linkedin.com/nurses and find out why in the past year, more than 1.5 million nurses have used LinkedIn to search for their next role. That's linkedin.com/nurses.
Hi, everyone. It's time for Vanishing Chicagoland Stories, the podcast. I'm your host, Pete Costanis. This is episode 449, season 18. Today's date is June 29, 2025, and yes, indeed, I am back for another episode. On today's program, I'm going to read off a menu from a restaurant that was located in the Old Town neighborhood of Chicago called Paul Bunyan, based on the fictional character. And I don't know what year the menu is, but I will read off the menu, and I don't know much history about this place, so just bear with me. Also, I'll talk about my memories of a game that I used to play when I was little in the 1970s. It was called Perfection, and you probably remember that. And I also had Superfection, so I'm going to talk about both games and its history of that, and then my memories. Okay. Right now, the program will go into a commercial break. And this program is brought to you by Post Honeycomb Cereal. Honeycomb Hideout. I still love it. Here's a commercial from 1970, and it features the prize in the cereal, was license plates. And I remember these very well. So just sit back and relax. Let's go back to 1970 with the Vanishing Chicagoland Time Machine for Honeycomb Cereal from Post. And I'll be right back, folks. Thank you.
When you got a license to ride, you know where to ride to. Ride for Post Honeycomb. Get the greatest present that ever came in a great cereal. The new 1970 plates from all 50 states. Real metal, real tough. And they're free. One free in every box. Put them on your machines and ride out. For Post Honeycomb.
Okay, everyone, I'm back. I hope you enjoyed the commercial for Post Honeycomb. That commercial's on YouTube if you care to watch it. I remember this when I was a kid. The prizes were license plates, and you had to collect all 50 of them, and you put them on your Schwinn bike. You tell you the truth, I never had a license plate on my bike. I had a Schwinn bike, but not license plate. But I remember seeing other kids riding around. When I lived in Roseland in the early 1970s, and we, my mom and my dad, and my brothers, we went to Palmer Park. That's located at 111th East 111th Street, Indiana Avenue. It's still a beautiful park. It's a huge place, and we used to ride our bikes. And I remember seeing kids with that license plate, and I was a little jealous because I wanted one, but I couldn't ask the kid or find out where did they get those cool license plates on their bikes. Then one day I was watching TV and I found the commercial, and there it was. That's where he got them. I didn't beg my mom to buy honeycomb. I've had honeycomb cereal a couple times. That's it. So I'll give a little brief history about this. That was introduced in 1965. Excuse me. And it was owned by Post Cereals. And it consists of honey-flavored corn cereal bits in a honeycomb shape. Yeah, so I remember the commercials through the 70s and 80s with the Honeycomb Hideout, where they have certain characters. They were kids in a clubhouse, and some visitors came. I want a big cereal. Honeycomb's big, like that. And you can find those commercials on YouTube. And they used to advertise that, for about a decade, like that. It's still around. They tried to change the formula around in 2006 to make it healthier. I understand that. But a lot of people didn't like the taste. It was terrible. So they changed it again to improve it. And it's much better now. And it comes in very other flavors. They've been marketing before. There was strawberry blessed honeycomb, chocolate honeycomb, and cinema graham honeycomb. So it's like cinnamon, like that. Okay. Originally, they had a cowboy mascot. He was called the Honeycomb Kid. And so that was like in the 60s, and then I mentioned the honeycomb hideout, and so the jingle went like this: honeycomb's big, yeah, it's not small, no, honeycomb's got a big bite, and then after a big honey taste, big taste, and a big bite, so you get the idea. So that's kind of fun, And so let's see what else. So if you're in the mood for a nice sweet cereal, pick up a box and help yourself. So the miniature license plates has been there for many years. Maybe you could find those on eBay and try to get the whole United States. That'd be kind of cool. You can hang them on your wall like that. Okay, so that's it for honeycomb. Now, let's start with the show. At the beginning of the program, I mentioned I'm going to read off a menu from a restaurant. It's called Paul Bunyan, that was located in the Old Town neighborhood of Chicago. And I'll talk about my memories of a game called Perfection, and that's by Lakeside, and also Superfection. Before I get started, tomorrow I'm going for my chemo. It's the 4th one. And I'm going to meet my new doctor. See what he's like. Okay. As for the bleeding, it's still happening, but it's not as bad. So it's going to take time. Hopefully it'll be gone by the time I see my urologist on August 14th. So like I said before, it's not serious. It's just a common thing where I had radiation 4 years ago and it just creeps up. You have it months later, years, and it happens. So it's like irritation like that. It's annoying, but not deal with it. As you know, I'm working on a jigsaw puzzle. I've been doing this every weekend. I should be finished by today. My brother's been helping me, so it's kind of fun. If we aggravate ourselves, we're trying to find pieces, and he starts swearing. I just laugh at him. And no, he's very, very helpful. I enjoy doing them. I love doing it. They're very relaxing and pass the time. Might do another one next weekend. We'll see. Okay, and let's see what else is up. Oh, what's funny? I always get suggestions from people what episodes I should talk, what topics I should talk about in future episodes. And, I got a few requests and ideas, so just keep them coming. I'll do my best. If you want me to repeat one, I will do that, but probably if I've done ones in 2021, that's when I started, yeah, I'll probably repeat them again, because, so what? I've had a couple complaints. People say, well, you talked about this subject before. And I say, yes, I know, but sometimes their topics are worth repeating. So I do that. Okay. Enough of that. Oh, I forgot to say welcome to my Greek friends. Yasis, kalosithote. That means hello and welcome. Yeah. Okay. So let's get started. We're going to talk about the Paul Bunyan Restaurant. This was very unusual. This was located at 1355 North Wells Street in the Old Town neighborhood. I don't know when it opened, maybe the 50s or the 60s or something like that. When I was a kid, I used to hear about this place. Somebody mentioned going on the north side and they said the food was good. I said, okay, that sounds wonderful. And I don't know when it closed exactly. Probably the 70s, I would imagine. And then I checked Google Maps yesterday to see what's there now. And it's an empty lot. So there's nothing there. So I don't know what they're going to do with it. So I don't know when it was torn down, or maybe I think there were other businesses that were there. I won't mention what the other one is because that's kind of bad taste. So I was fascinated by this establishment. Yeah. So let's see. I have the menu right here. Just a moment. So on the back of the menu, they had one. That wasn't the only location in Chicago. They had one, I believe, in the Dells, and also a town called Minocqua. I can't pronounce it. They had one there too. And well, you know the legend of Paul Bunyan. He was a large, he was a giant. He had an axe. He was a lumberjack, and he had his companion. He had a blue ox. His name was Babe, if you know the story. And so that's kind of interesting, like that. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to get started right now. I'm going to read the menu. Here we go. Okay, they had specials every day, so I'm going to read those first. Sunday they had Northwoods roast sirloin of beef, au jus. That's Sunday. Monday was baked sugar cured ham with baked beans and potato pancakes. Tuesday was sirloin of beef, au jus, the same thing, with roasted camp style chicken. Wednesday they had logging camp beef roast with potato pancakes. That sounds good. Thursday was roast sirloin of beef with camp style turkey and dressing. Friday was logging camp beef roast, northern fried chicken, or trout and other fresh fruit in season. So you either want chicken or fish if you'd like. Saturday they had cooked shanty sirloin of beef. Okay. And those entrees were served with their special Bunyan dressing. I don't know what was in it. Served with a vegetable and a potato. What type of potato was for the day? Either baked potato or French fries or any recipe. And let's see. So here we go. Here's the luncheon menu. Like that. Okay. So, it was served daily except Sunday. So, I assume it was closed like that. The meals, that was the dinner break, that's from 5 to 10 daily and 12 to noon on Sunday. So, yeah, it was open. Yeah. And then they had Sunday brunch. I don't know if they had buffet style. Maybe. And noon to 2:30, they had inside dining room. Okay. All right. So, plate lunches, they had Northern Fried Chicken plate. That sounds good. I love fried chicken. Lumberjack hot beef sandwich with whipped potatoes. Savory hungry goulash, Northwood style. I wonder what? I'm sorry, what was that about? French fried jumbo shrimp platter, grilled pork chop with dressing and applesauce, and pan fried filet of sole. And it's served with a salad and poker chip potatoes or potato pancakes, fresh bread baked in our hot biscuits slim oven. Okay. Other sandwiches they had turkey, ham, and longhorn cheese on a Kaiser roll with poker chip potatoes. Bunyan burger is served on a poppy seed bun with poker chip potatoes with cheese. That's 15 cents extra. That costs 95 cents. Jack Fine, or is it Pine? I think it's Pine. Old Chili Burger with poker chip potatoes. Junior Burger. Okay. And they had Weight Watchers special, julienne salad. That's like crisp lettuce with tomato, faced with turkey, ham, and cheese, topped with sliced egg, choice of dressing, whatever dressing you want. And Lagerman's Delight is liver sausage with American cheese, sliced onion, and garnish topped with sliced egg. Okay. And let's see what else. Here's some cocktails from the Buzzsaw Bar. So the Buzzsaw was an old-fashioned. The Big Onion was a Gibson. I don't know if they make Gibsons anymore. That's what, so you put an onion in there. The Blue Ox is a whiskey sour. The Axeman's Revenge was a martini. The Red Eye was a Bloody Mary. The Can't Cook, screwdriver. The Crosscut was Manhattan. Tall Timber was a Tom Collins. Big Ole, OLE, vodka and tonic. The Log Pound was a daiquiri, and Axe Handle was a Stinger. And the Limb Clipper was a Grasshopper. How do you like that? Okay. They also had a Paul Bunyan booze special between 5 and 7 every day. You had the Bunyan Bird Bath Martini. And also the Bunyan Bird Bath Manhattan. Oh, boy. That sounds fine. Also, they had a bakery in there. And it was called Hot Biscuits Slim's Bakery Counter. And they had some wonderful baked goods. I saw online that someone mentioned that their chocolate chip cookies were huge and delicious. I bet they were. I would love to have one. Oh, I would die to get one like that. Oh, that sounds good. Okay. All right. Here's another part of the menu. It's called the after dinner selection. So that lasted from 10 o'clock in the evening to 1:30 in the morning. They had mostly the same things. So I'll read them off again. They had Northern Fried Chicken Platter, Johnny Come Lately Junior Burger. It was 6 ounces. Excuse me. Night Owl's Bunyan Burger with served with poker chip potatoes. Sleepwalker's Dream Pan Fry Filet of Sole. Late Show Special Turkey with ham and cheese sandwich. Sounds like a club sandwich. Late Specials Jack Pine Old's Chili Burger. Moonlighter's Delight is choice tender butt steak sandwich on toast and thick, juicy New York strip steak. It was 12 ounces, so that sounds good. You know what they had? They served pancakes there. Awesome. Yeah. So they had famous Bunyan potato pancake, blueberry blankets, apple logs, strawberry flip-flops, French Canadian custard pancakes, buckwheat flapjacks, and space-up bratwurst links. And the flavored syrups they had, to pour in your pancakes was blueberry, honey cinnamon, maple, strawberry, apple, and sour cream. Okay. So that sounds, that's a very interesting menu. And I'm sure it was a good place. I'm sorry it closed. And the telephone number at the time was 943-1551. Let me repeat it one more time. 943-1551. Okay, so that was fun. Okay, that's enough of the menu. Right now, we're going to talk about Perfection, the game, and Superfection. Before I do, I'm going to play a commercial of Perfection. You probably know about. You probably have seen this many times growing up in the 70s, and mostly the 70s. And so I'm going to play it right now. And then after I come back from the commercial, I will talk about his history of the game and my memories of playing the game. Okay? All right. So let's go back to 1978 for the commercial for the Perfection game by Lakeside. Thank you.
Meta AI is the personal AI to help you with whatever you need. Plus, it meets you where you are. Not only is Meta AI now an app, but it's also on the apps you already know and love. Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, and Messenger. Plus the Ray-Ban Meta glasses. It's easy to access wherever you are. So whether you're talking or texting, Meta AI is convenient to use throughout your day. Experience our newest AI that's tailored to you by downloading the Meta AI app. Try the Meta AI app today on the Apple App Store and Google Play.
I already love same-day delivery with Shipt, but it's so much better since I signed up for Target Circle 360. Why? Because I no longer pay price markups from the majority of stores through Shipt. Only a handful of alcohol retailers and items don't count. That means no markups on groceries, pet food, even home goods and makeup. So to recap, I have more time to catch up on life while someone shops for me, and I spend less. It's a win-win. Order now at shipt.com/360. Terms apply.
When you're into perfection, keep on your toes. You have to be quick, cause here's how it goes. Push the plunger down, set the timer. Fit the pieces in place, don't be slow in perfection. You've gotta move on fast, or the pieces pop up before you put in the last. And then perfection.
Perfection, complete with playing box, mechanical timer, and 25 geometric shapes. From Lakeside.
Okay, everyone, I'm back. I hope you enjoyed the commercial for Perfection. It came out in 1978. Remember the jingle? When you want perfection, keep on your toes. And here I goes. I don't know the words like that. So, but it is on YouTube. If you'd like to watch it, it's right there. And and they have commercials with Superfection, I think. I know there's one. So do a search on YouTube and you will find them. Let me give you a history of this board game. It was originally produced by a company called Reed Toys. It was located in Pennsylvania. And the object is to put all the pieces into matching holes on the board, push down. Before the time limit runs, so it was about a minute. And they had all these pieces, and if you don't complete them, it'll pop up and spills all over the table like that. So that was funny. Okay, so let's see. Let's see about more. So the inventor of the game, his name was Thomas Kennard Liveridge. And he owned the company, the Reed Toy Company, and he patented in 1973. Later, the patent was transferred to Lakeside Industries, if you've heard of that, which later was purchased by Coleco. Remember Coleco? So I remember the commercials. They had Lakeside like that, and then Coleco declared bankruptcy, and then it was purchased by Hasbro, and it's still available under the Milton Bradley company, like that. Okay. So the after game, like I said, you have to put all the pieces in, and then push the plunger and then try and set it for 60 seconds. And you have to go in a hurry. It sounds stressful like that. The original one was, like I said, it consists of 26 shapes, but it didn't pop up. Not that came at about 75s like that. So and it was yellow, the board, and the spaces, the holes was red. Okay. So Then 1975, they used a pop-up tray and a scoreboard, like that. And I'll read off the pieces of the shapes. So I'll start with row one. One was kite, pentagon, tub, the X, and triangle, equilateral. Row two was pizza slice, trapezoid, six-pointed star. It was a hexagram. Rhombus and octagon. Row three was parallelogram, arch/rainbow, circle, cross sign, and the S. Row four was star, and it was five-pointed. Hot dog, right triangle, fidget spinner / the Y, and rectangle. And row five was half moon, semicircle, square, inverted S, hexagon, and asterisk. Okay. That's good. Let's see. Also, the other game they had was Superfection. That one I had. I did not have Perfection. So when I was a kid, I saw the commercial for Superfection. I begged my mom, please buy this game for me. It's so cool. And she did. I think she bought it for Christmas. I don't know where. We lived in Roseland at the time. No, I'm sorry, we did not. We lived in Ashburn, so that was okay. So she must have bought it at Fort City somewhere. I don't know. I didn't ask. It was the same way, but there were 16 two-piece puzzle cubes, and you have to place them in a tray within 2 minutes instead of one. Okay. So that was more fun. I liked this game because it was more colorful. I mean, the color drew on me and the shape, so it was a cool toy to have like that. And let's see. So that came out in 1975, and the other games were Challenge Perfection. So that was 2 to 4 players. They played against each other, try to fill in 18 shapes first. So like that. It did not have a pop-up mechanism. They didn't have that. Excuse me. The other one was Head-to-Head Perfection. That's 2 players complete to insert 25 shapes. It was similar to Superfection. And they had a pop-up tray. I don't know about the timing about that. Also, they had Perfection from the Disney Parks theme edition. I gotta look. I gotta search that, see what it looks like. And it was 20 shapes with Disney themes. Okay. And the last one came out about 5 years ago in 2020, Operation Perfection. It's a combination of the Operation game and Perfection. It combines a buzzer, tweezers, and pieces of Operation with a timer and a pop-up mechanism. I got to look up that one too. That'd be kind of cool. Yeah. So I had fun with this game. I really did. And commercial's a classic, so it's like skill. It tests your patience like that. Also memory. That helps a lot. Okay. So that's it for this show. I'll do a recap of what I talked about. I talked about the Paul Bunyan Restaurant that was located at 1355 North Wells Street in the Old Town neighborhood. And I read a menu off of that, and also my memories of the Perfection / Superfection game from Lakeside in the 1970s. Okay. This podcast will be published later on today. Whatever podcasts are available: Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Breaker, Overcast, Amazon Music, Good Pods, Podbean. If you have those apps on your phone or your tablet, just tap on those. Just click follow. You receive a notification of the latest episode. You can listen to previous episodes if you like. Also, be uploaded on my blog, www.vanchicagoland.blog. If you sign up with your email, you will receive a notification. All the episodes are listed there. If you like, whatever's easier. Also be on my YouTube channel. And again, people ask me, where do I find your podcast? Where do I find your podcast? You find it on YouTube. Do a search, Van Chicago Stories or Pika Stocks. You will find it. Click subscribe. It doesn't cost anything. You receive a notification of the latest episode. Also, You would listen to previous episodes. They're all there, all 448. This is 449. And also be sure to have my social media accounts, Facebook, X, LinkedIn, Reddit, Blue Sky, Instagram, TikTok, and Threads. Okay, so that's good. That was fun. Okay, so you know what happened? It got cut off with the recording, so I had to re-record like that. That's goofy. Okay, so this is Speak Astonish, your host for Vanishing Online Stories, the podcast. Thank you for joining me. I will probably do another episode. This will be episode 450, and it's also the last show of the season 18. We will start season 19 this next weekend, so this will be fun. So I got about 51 episodes to hit the 500 landmark or milestone. That's what it is. Okay. So it's fun. So today's going to be a hot day. Please be cool. Stay cool, that is, and drink lots of water and take it easy outside because it's going to be a hot one. Okay. So that's it. And then I will finish my jigsaw puzzle. I will post it later when it's completed. Okay. So here's bye-bye for me, and here's a little traveling music from our favorite Chicago legend, Ray Rayner, with a little traveling music saying bye, bye, bye. Take care, everyone, and have a nice day. Thank you.
We have to go. Bye, bye, bye.